It is September 18th, and we officially have the look at the new refresh American Express Platinum. The $895 fee was true, and we now have the first consumer credit card almost topping $1,000. And in this video, we're going to break down, is this heightened annual fee worth it, or do we have another CSR situation in our hands? But guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but American Express is king again. This credit card is legitimately insane. And as someone that does not have the American Express Platinum, this credit card is looking crazy appealing. And since the Platinum card has been a huge talk here in the YouTube space, I more want to focus on the newest change versus all the aspects of the credit card. And the first biggest change I think a lot of people are going to overlook is that the digital entertainment credit is extremely more valuable now because they added YouTube TV. As someone that has ditched kind of traditional TV systems over the last kind of 3 to 4 years, YouTube TV is a monthly charge that I make every single month. And being that the NFL season has started and I added NFL Sunday Ticket with Red Zone, essentially this credit card would cover my NFL Sunday Ticket forever. So this is a credit that 100% would incorporate into a lot of people's lifestyle. And I feel like it already did in the past with the Disney Plus and Hulu. But now adding YouTube TV, I think this is even a more slam dunk of a credit and could be legitimately a 100% contributing factor to your effective annual fee. Moving on to number two, and another major credit that would get a 100% contribution towards the effective annual fee for me would be the $400 in the Resy credits. Now, this credit is broken into 4 yearly installments, being that every 3 months you get $100 to use at a Resy restaurant. Resy is owned by American Express, so it's no surprise that they added a Resy credit. But for me, living in Miami, Florida, with an enormous Resy footprint, this credit is super, super easy to use. And some common confusion that a lot of people have about the Resy credit is number one, you do not need to make a Resy reservation. You do not need to let your waiter know that you're paying with a Resy credit. All you legitimately need to do is accept the credit, pay with your Amex Platinum, and walk out the door. And within 2 to 4 weeks, when the statement period ends, you will get a statement credit for $100. When I had my American Express Gold, guys, probably 75% of the time, I would use my Resy credit without even knowing that I was dining at a Resy restaurant. And if you have the American Express Gold or the Amex Duo with the Platinum and Gold, this now gives you the opportunity to essentially get $150 of Resy credit in one shot if you pay $100 on your Platinum and $50 on your Gold, essentially getting you a free dinner multiple times a year. Again, for me personally, this is a 100% contribution to the effective annual fee because I am someone that dines out frequently on the weekend. So whenever we get credits that adapt directly to our lifestyles, this is amazing. Moving on to credit number three, and one that we had an idea of but surprised us all, is the $300 Lululemon credit. The reason I say surprise is because about 2 to 3 days ago, on a leaked splash page of the reveal of the Amex Platinum, the $300 credit was not there. So many of us alluded that it was taken away due to some kind of drawback, but it is there, and it is a $300 credit given in 4 yearly installments. So every 3 months, you are getting $75 of Lululemon credits. Now, this credit is either going to be a slam dunk or a complete waste of space because it's only going to be useful if you shop at Lululemon. What I don't want to see is that you are now forcing yourself to go to Lululemon and buy a $150 pair of leggings just because it's 50% off with that $75 credit. Now, my player two loves Lululemon. She even participated in the Lululemon 5K that just came here to Miami, Florida. So this is a credit that's going to get great access if I do plan on getting the American Express Platinum. So investigate your finances, guys. See if this is useful. And there's plenty more credits on this credit card. If you need to bypass that Lululemon credit, do so. But if it's something that you normally shop at, this credit's a slam dunk again. Moving on to new credit number four, and one that took me, I don't even know what to say. No one was expecting it. There was no leaks on it. It's a $200 Aura Ring credit. If you're unaware, the Aura Ring is kind of like the Fitbit from a few years ago on steroids. It is this ring that you put on your finger, and it utilizes AI to monitor things like how optimal you sleep, how long you sleep for, how often you hit that REM cycle, monitors your heart rate, kind of reminds you when bedtime is coming to start winding down. It's just an overall wellness product, and I think a very strategical move for the American Express consumer. As we know, these credit cards are tailored towards the more affluent customer. And living in Miami, Florida, when I tell you guys, 99% of the population has an Aura ring. So this credit is a $200 Aura ring credit, and the Generation 3 Aura ring starts at $199. So if you want to get an older model, you can get it at a 1-to-1, meaning your credit will purchase the ring. Or if you want to upgrade to the Generation 4, you're then going to have to supplement $150 out of your wallet. This is something that my wife has been talking about that she's wanted for a very long time. So if I do get the Amex Platinum, again, this is something that I can calculate towards the effective annual fee. While it's not something I would do at a 100% ratio, because again, right now we don't have one, so it's something that we can kind of live without of. But it's something that I could definitely value, maybe at about a 50% face value if I do get the American Express Platinum. But again, if you are someone that does not see yourself using an Oura ring, this is going to be another credit you're going to have to skip over. Something that you can do, and I'm not the biggest fan of doing so, but you can buy it with the credit and then sell it at a lesser value just to get some cash in your hand towards the effective annual fee. But again, very surprised to see this credit, but it's not something I hate by any means necessary. Now, before we move on to the last credit, I did want to emphasize that I am heavily surprised that Amex did not claw away some of the more lesser liked credits on this card. They added well over $700 of value for $200 of the annual fee, but they still left us with the $200 of Uber Cash, $300 at Equinox, $150 at Walmart Plus, the $200 airline credit, as well as the $100 at Saks Fifth Avenue. So, guys, this is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie when I say that I believe American Express wanted to kind of checkmate all the other premium travel credit cards because the amount of value that they have given us just for $200 annual fee legitimately surprises me. Moving on to the last credit, and honestly, a more enhanced version of what we previously had, is now we are getting $600 in the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. I believe this is one of the more under-talked credits that has insane value if you know how to maneuver around the FHR credit. But the Fine Hotels and Resorts is a $300 credit given every 6 months. And what that gets you is not only a $300 discount on your reservation, but it's going to get you daily breakfast for two people, a $100 experience credit on site at the resort that you're at, early check in, as well as guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout. So you're getting a laundry list of perks on top of a $300 discount on whichever resort you pick. Now, the downside that some people complain from of is that you need to pick a kind of higher end resort that falls in this collection. So if you are not someone that was planning on paying out of pocket for a hotel, this may not be the best credit for you. But I personally have no issue doing so, especially if I'm getting additional perks on top. And number two, they allow you to pay in points. And I'm not a fan of giving away my Amex points for a 1 cent per point credit. But if you are fine with doing so, again, you can capitalize on this credit, extra amenities, plus utilizing your points and miles to capitalize a higher end hotel stay. But all in all, the FHR is an amazing program. Increasing the amount that we are getting every 6 months, again, is another power move by American Express. And it challenges other premium travel credit cards like the Edit Collection from the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But we're going to end the video here, guys. These are the four newest credits added to the American Express Platinum. And again, when I tell you American Express is back and they are king again, that is 100% what I believe. They slam dunked the extra credits that they added on the Platinum. They gave us well over $600 to $700 of additional credits, only raising the annual fee by $200. While the price point is a hard pill to swallow for some, if you're the targeted customer that can utilize most of these credits, I believe the Amex Platinum, again, is a no brainer. And the value that you're going to get back is going to be tenfold of what they're offering you. And if we wanted to calculate a rough effective annual fee, honestly, guys, after 3 credits, I didn't even have to keep on going. Because with that $895 price point, just 3 credits for me personally, again, this is for my personal finances and how I interpret it. The $300 entertainment credit is a 100% contribution because I already pay for YouTube TV. The $400 of Resy, again, a 100% calculation because I already eat out at Resy. So that's $700 right there. And then the $200 of Uber Cash, again, I personally calculate it at a 100% conversion because I order things via Uber Eats for pickup that I already would do so, or take Ubers at a 100% cash value. So again, these 3 credits already erase the $900 annual fee And everything else that we talked about, including the FHR credit, Lululemon, the Oura ring, Saks Fifth Avenue, the airline credit. And we haven't even began to talk about the lounge access, getting you access to the Centurion lounges, as well as the Plaza Premium lounges. So, all in all, if the credit card works for you, I personally think American Express checkmated the premium credit card world, but we need to sit tight for 6 to 12 months because, as we know, American Express is notorious for giving us all these shiny new toys and then gradually clawing them back as time goes on. So only time will tell, but as of right now, this credit card to me seems like a slam dunk and a perfect time to apply for the platinum. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe as it directly supports my channel. And drop me a comment below if you think that this coupon book standpoint is getting out of hand, or if you love the new refresh from American Express Platinum. And if you want another premium travel credit card video, I have one right here for you.